In this video, we're going to be installing this skimmer on a fiberglass swimming pool project we're doing here. It is in the middle of winter, actually. I'm going to show you guys all the tips and tricks, stuff that you're never going to see online that most pool builders will not show you. I'm going to show you everything you need to know to make this thing a successful install. Let's get into it. Okay, 147, 6'3", or 12'3", hold it. 6'1.5" is center. Six foot 1.5. There.
Hey, next time what? Next time you watch this. That same movie, when the kids walk out,
hey,
all the signs.
James, get me all the stuff. All right, so we've got centers this circle here. This all gets covered. So I'm not worried about it now. You can measure it. I don't really measure. I just kind of go, well, you can measure like 2 inches. I kind of guess like an inch right here. So it's just enough to get past the fiberglass. So it's super simple. You can go 2 inches is actually the mark, 2 1/4, right around there. Okay. We're gonna just mark it here, and that's that. Yeah, so if you measure, it's 2 1/4. There you go. That's what I normally do. So now, what we're gonna do here is we come back and measure it. Should be 6 by 8. Yeah, so 5 3/4 by 7 3/4. So we're gonna do 8 by 6. We're gonna let it hang over like 3/16, 8, 8, 3/16, 8, 8. Now don't go any bigger than this. This is max. The color retaining wall? Okay. Just customers on the retaining wall. We're getting that lined up for order. Okay, we got a 1/2 inch bit, 5/16. So we're gonna drill the corner, or 5/8. I mean, drill the corner. Yeah, this one's dull. Dude, a lot of people cut theirs with a grinder. A lot of people. I think it's a little risky. Oh yeah, some customers post on these Facebook forums, my skimmer's leaning. Is the professional guy says it's okay, but I don't look right. Yeah, it's not that big a deal, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do like the idea of the Thursday skimmer, but the fact that Thursday's the only one with that skimmer is kind of dumb. No, it's called their skimmer. It's got a tilt on it, like 7-degree tilt, so it doesn't set at an angle. It sets level on an angled shell.
Well, that's all they didn't even do with that one. They're talking about putting spacers in, and I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just talking about angles. I mean, there's a little angle on it, so your skimmer's going to be at an angle, but it's fine because it's only a little bit. And you could, the risers make up for it when you pour concrete, but we're waiting for CMP to come out with one that's got an adjuster angle on it. Like Thursday Pools has one. They've made one for their shells. So that's what we're talking about. See how it's chipping it? I mentioned earlier when you guys drilling these, if you hit it hard with a new bit, it'll chip it. That's what it's doing. I mean, we're putting a plate on here, but still, we always like to use a sawzall, not a grinder, but some people use grinders.
Hey, do you need to poke this with a knife or something?
Okay, so it's all cut. Let's just readjust it. Okay. All right, we're gonna level this thing. We want to look behind it and see it's kind of evenly distributed, so we're good there. It's perfectly level there. We got a 1/4 inch bit, fits in this hole perfectly. That's what we want. So. Okay. Now, depending on your lip profile here, you know, this one's pretty shallow, so we might be able to get away with not cutting it out. Most of the time, you have to cut them out, so we gotta dig out a little rock here.
What the deuce? It says that in Penguins of Madagascar.
What the deuce? Let me see, let's look in the front here. Oh yeah, we don't even have to cut this one out. A lot of times on our Imagines, honestly, everyone but the Freedom, I think, it's got a way deeper lip on it. So I'm gonna kind of gauge here. I'm gonna dig out a hole right here. That way it's a little easier. So we can plumb this up in a minute. Yeah, we should be able to get that. Okay. All right. Now the next thing is to grind this thing. So we're gonna put our little level here. We got a hump in the middle. Hump in the middle there. Big time. Up here is pretty solid actually. I can just see the thickness difference there. Hey, go give me that camera over there. We'll just throw the plate up there. Looks like I got a gap at the top. I mean, there's a gap in the middle, but you know. Man, this dust is brutal. Yeah, there's still like a big hump there. It's a lot less here now. Okay, now I grind it off too much. That'll work. I mean, we're trying to get this thing pretty close. Okay, we've got the same silicone. I got my screwdriver. We've got the screws that come with it. Go ahead, James, and wipe off the front here. I'll keep all my screws together here. Just make sure this fiberglass is all off it. Excuse me. Thanks. Wipe off the front of this. Don't get me wrong, it'll stick, but you still want it to be clean. Just always clean everything very well. It's always good practice. The exact same stuff. I'm gonna silicone the absolute living crap out of it. And just ensures that we get a good, look at that, there's dirt. You can see that. It's on your faceplate. You definitely don't want it there. It just bonds everything, you know. I just go over everything, coat it all. Now we're gonna go set it in. I'm not gonna press it in all the way yet. All right, I'm gonna go here. Fill this in really well. Okay. I'm also gonna put a bead on here. We want to be able to get silicone up and inside here as well, so it seals it all up. We never use seals on any of our stuff. We just, it's not good at all. I'm gonna put a screw in here. There. Okay. I almost feel like there's not enough silicone in there.
Hold it before I push it in there.
If I have to, guys, I'll put a little bead here. I don't even care, you know? Just so it gets everywhere.
Underneath is more important.
Got it?
No. Should be right there.
Okay.
I'm pull it out.
Can't. You can a little bit. There we go. That's what we want. We want that silicone oozing out everywhere. We want it coming out all the faceplates. It's coming out all the way around this skimmer as well. That's very important. It's very hard to like add more silicone like you would the returns. or the drains or whatnot. So it's very important. Come back and snug them up. Alrighty. Actually, I'm gonna go inside here and we're gonna spread this silicone that's in there up and in. If there's a better way to do this, I would love to know how, because this is really just the kind of, you'll never see this inside unless you go up and look inside of it, but this has just kind of been a solid way to do this for across the industry. Can use some cardboard, gets like a little squeegee. Here, let me see one. You can just use a rag if you want, but this seems to work pretty good. Get some acetone or paint thinner, whichever. It works. Either one works well. Doesn't hurt the shell, so you ain't gotta worry about that. I don't know if I'd use xylene. That's pretty toxic stuff, so I'd stay away from that. Kind of feel with your hand a little bit. It's pretty solid there. Now, as far as level, after it's all in, should be good because the screw holes are level. This is the back side, what it looks like. It's got silicone coming all the way out, oozing out. Very important. Just double checking because I couldn't see for a second. And we're good over here. It's coming out. We're looking good. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to see how we installed these returns, and if you want to see the build on this swimming pool project, we're doing a how to build a fiberglass pool video, start to finish, long format, or any other videos on the channel, check those out, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, real quick, I'm gonna show you guys the tools that we used. Just pile them in the crate. We're in the work trailer here. So here's what we got. We've got our gun here, caulk gun. We've got a grinder with an 80 grit wheel on it. My gloves, Sawzall. Okay, we've got our 1 foot level, torch in case stuff gets a little cold. I am freezing right now. That is for a return install video. We do not need this. We've got rags. We got a drill gun with a 1.25 inch bit that we have. I got my bit case here. We have a screwdriver. I think it's a number 3 end. It's the flat end on the blunt end on the screwdriver, or the screw bit. Got some goggles for that, for the fiberglass. Got a tape measure. I have a marker. We got 2 of these little clamps. And I have some, what do you call it? Well, that's denatured alcohol. That works too. Denatured alcohol or some acetone. And then I've got the silicone here. Where is it at? Oh, right here. This Boss 801 product for pool spas and all kinds of stuff. So that is the tool list. All right, you guys can take a snapshot of this, but this is my supply tool sheet that I have. Take a quick snapshot. How to install Skimmer light return fittings right there. And that's all the tools that you guys should need for this entire install.